guys, new week. This week was focused on the research for the provider for Shopify to build, Shopify or Woocommerce to build the new site to sell directly the items in parallel of the Amazon channel. And it does seem like a stone in the shoe, like a real headache. So far, my VA there in Pakistan, who's mainly doing the assisting on Amazon, to whom I asked to help in the research of locally of professionals who were skilled to build an online store. He was unsuccessful. He found one lead who was charging him like 4 times the usual rate to build a website. So that's one thing. So I started my own research, and the main technical problem seems to be that because I'm engaging two continents at the same time, the US and Europe, one Shopify website, one basic one, is connected to one logistics center. And since I have two, that makes it technically more complex than the normal for someone who's used to do one online store connected to one logistics center to cover worldwide sales, which probably is the usual. In my case, I want to be shown differently in the US and in Europe because both have different versions of the product made in each of the markets, like with two production lines, but also two logistic centers, two logistic platforms, one for the US, one for Europe. So if a French person goes to the online store, he cannot purchase something that will be shipped from the US and vice versa. That, from the conversations I had with several freelancers, seems to be like technically more complex to develop, and most of them kind of declined to work on the project because it's more complex than what they used to. Still, one solution is apparently to have one website in the US and one website for Europe. So today I have one domain, and probably since I have the website developed already, I will keep that for Europe, where I will I will have sales, but later on, not yet, because I just want to have one product for Europe so far. But in the US, where there's going to be the first product launched in the next weeks, hopefully, and then 5 additional ones, which is the idea in the end in the next months. Then I will develop from scratch one website in the US, and once this is done, then I will renew the one in Europe. So basically, I guess at some point I should buy a new domain and start from scratch the online store for the US with its own logistics centers, etc. So that seems to be how it's gonna look like. Let's say I'll keep on digging in on technically how to cover that this week, having conversations with more freelancers. But I want to have at least a general idea and to start working on that in the next week or two. So let's see. Then I would leave Europe for a second stage. First, let's develop the online store for the US, the 5 products for the US, and then apply it to Europe. Yeah, sales this week were again extremely low. I think there were 3 in Germany. So no news on that. The trend is still very slow. I don't know how to revert that, because there's currently like 13 campaigns to position that in Amazon Germany. Maybe it's the product, maybe it's the seasonality, maybe it's just that it's too early and that it needs more time. I don't know. And for development of the US product, I still have no news from the packaging guys. So I guess they are in development of the packaging. Once they have it, they will send uh, a sample of the boxes for me to realize the photography, to open the profile on Amazon. But so far they haven't said anything, and it's like 3 or 4 weeks already since they started the production. So yeah, anything that is any step, yeah, is like one additional month in the best case scenario. So let's see. Let's see if this week I have this coming week I have some news on that side too. Also, I'm having several feedbacks from the accountant company I work with, uh, for both for the US, where basically we need to declare the activity from the past year, where I had almost none. So, but it was kind of a complex Excel with, I mean, it's kind of scary when you are not in the accountant world, but you have to take care of that. You don't mess with the tax department. And also from the UK, I received a letter from Her Majesty, the Tax and Revenue Department, saying they had declined. They could not finalize the request to generate the VAT number for the UK because they were missing information. So I did had to fill a form with additional information about what market I'm working in, etc. What kind of products are going to be sell in the UK. So again, and that was like, yeah, like three. It's been 3 months since the first request to open the UK to receive the VAT number, and that didn't come through yet. So 3 months. Let's see if with this new questionnaire that they sent, that I already forwarded them filled, we get this over with. So that's it. Several technical parts and tax department things, and hopefully waiting for some good news from the Minnesota providers. Let's see. I hope so. See you next week. Ciao.